Hey guys, this is Sumit from Backbench Coder. So continuing the series of making your own portfolio using React.js. In the last video I have designed the React router part. So in this part I will be designing this about component. So let's see the wireframe. So guys, again before you create a design you should have a basic wireframe, like what you are going to create, how you should organize your components and design. So this is the wireframe right here. This is about component. I have designed this navbar in the last video, and now the rest of the part. So in the about component I will have this and a paragraph which introduce yourself, and then what I offer. This is kind of a subheading, and then this is the main part guys. You should focus on this. So you can see here this is a list of all the skills, and all these skills are pretty similar to each other, right? So what we can do here, so we can create a separate component of skill, and then we can render multiple components with different data. So that is the main point of this video. Okay, so let's move to VS Code. Okay, so first remove the div and each one. Okay, fine. So let's create the basic skeleton, which is we need a div. Let's say class name is about, and then we need the introduction paragraph, right? So I'm using a 6 here. The class name should be about what, intro. That will be cool. And then some lorem if some text of 10 words, 12 words, that is fine. Then let's see what we need to create. We did this paragraph right here, and then what I offer and this skill section. Okay, so I need to create this responsive at the same time, right? So that's why I will take advantage of container and row of bootstrap class. So I'll put all these elements inside a container and row. Okay, so let's see what we can do. First div.container, and let's give it another class if anything we need to perform on this container class. Now about container. So what I will do, I will create a 6 again, and then let's say what class should be about. I'm very bad at class name. About heading. Okay, and this is what I offer. That is fine. Now to make this responsive we need to put all the elements inside a row. So div.row, and again guys, this row and container coming from bootstrap. So now this is the part where our component will go. So again I will be executing JavaScript here, so that's why this is inside a brace. Okay, now to create component with different data we need to have the collection of data, right? So first of all create a collection of data, and I will be using array of objects. So in the top I'll create const, it says skills. Okay, and then this array, not object, is an array of objects. Also what we need, if we go to the wireframe, and we need, this is a single skill, and we need the icon, we need the name, and this should be skill about, right? So let's do this. We need to have an icon and comma, which should be, and then we need a title of the skill, and then about. That is cool. Okay, so to get the icon, you can go to assets and icon folder. I will import an icon which is anything from // assets / icon / let's say API, and then this is API. I'll put this API, and for the title let's say lorem of 4, and lorem is just put some dummy text. This is I guess inbuilt in VS Code. And then about, this would be lorem of 10. Okay, so we have one data, we have one skill. Let's create another, just copy it. Okay, so we have 2 skill. So now we can perform some task here. So what I will do, I will take this array and map over it, and then I will create a single component with every data. Okay, so I will be using the array.map function, which is, let's say skill is the array right here, and then map. So let's talk about map for a second. If we go to browser, and go to portfolio, Ctrl J, I'll go to console. Okay, ignore the error. So now what map does, map will create a new array with the elements based on a function. So let's say I have an array of 1 2 3 4, and now I want to perform an operation on it using map, and let's say every element, it will go to every element and then it will multiply every element by 2 and it will return a new array of 2 4 6 8. But what's the main point here, it will not modify the original array. Look at this is still 1 2 3 4. So that's what I want, right? I don't want to manipulate this objects array, this skill array. I want to create a new array of components with the data. So that's why I'm creating skills.map. And so what I will do, I will go to every skill and return a new component. And let's make this skill card component. Okay, so first of all, what I want a column large 6, which is a bootstrap class and takes only 6 columns, and then div dot something like skill card. Okay, inside it all our elements will go. So first we need an icon, which source it should be what, like skill dot, because we are getting the skill objects right here, and then skill dot icon. Okay, fine. This all tag, this will enhance your SEO. Let's say this is icon anyway. And then class name, what I want a class name of what, skill card something, skill card icon. Yeah, it looks more relevant. Skill card icon, what the heck, skill card icon, that is cool. Now what I want a body which is skill body, skill card body. And don't body guys, I will separate this component just in a second. And then inside the skill body I need the title, which should be inside h6, and then class name skill card title. And again I am using BEM naming convention. And what should be the title, it should be a dynamic value, and then the title should be skill dot what, title. And again guys, this skill dot title is coming from this object. And then what is there is body. Okay, so p dot class name, which should be skill card, let's say content, that is cool. And then here again dynamic value, which is skill dot what, about. Yeah, okay, so let's see what we have right now. Okay, cool. But yeah, we are getting what we want. Let's go to VS Code. Okay, so now we have created a separate component, but it's still a mess in this file. So now let's separate this component from here. So what I will do, I will create a new component which should be skill card .js. And what I will do, I'll create a dummy which is RSC boilerplate, and then I'll just cut it out from here and just paste it here. So I don't want to perform anything, so I don't want this return. I also don't want this second bracket from here, so just put it right here. Okay, now I have to access the skills here, because right now I don't have any skill object, so this will definitely give an error. So what I can do, first of all, import the component here, which is skill card, and again I am auto importing, and in here comes the concept of properties. So what I will do, from the parent component I will send something called property in skill, and then what I want skill, the skill card can now access the skills. So in the props I am restructuring it in skill, and now it will work. I think it should work right now. Okay, now again in the skill card we can further destructure it, because now this is accessing the icon as skill.icon, skill.title, and skill.about, right? So now we can further destructure it. This is called object destructuring, and what I want the icon, title, sorry, if not if title, it's title, and then about. And now from here I can remove the skill dot. Dun-dun-na. Fine. So now with this we have done all the JavaScript parts. Now let's go to CSS part and just give it a design. So let's go to index.css and put this index.css here. Okay, this about, just create comment which is about. Okay, let's now design. First of all, I will design the about. I will not go deep into CSS. Okay, so I need a padding in each side which is 20 pixel. Okay, and then I will select this about.intro, sorry, about intro, and what I will do, I will give a font size of 1.1 rem, and then a padding of 20 pixel. It's not size, it's size. Okay, now this about container right here, dot about container. I want to give it a background color, which should be background color of has dbddf, and then a padding of, let's say, 20 pixel. Okay, let's now do this about heading, dot about heading. I want it to have a font size of, come on, this Emmet does not work sometimes, let's say 25 pixel, and then a font weight of bold. Just give it a color of 35454358, and let's go to skill card to design this skill card. I need this skill card right here. Before that, just comment it out, skill card, so that we know that all the following styles of skill card. And then skill card here, let's go to wireframe. In the skill card, what I want it to have a padding, have a margin, and some flex display. Okay, so again guys, this is not a basic CSS and HTML course, so if you don't know what is a CSS property, you should check some other course and then come back here. And background color, let's say FFF. I want the margin of 10 pixel at each side. Then padding of 10 pixel on each side, and a display flex, and flex direction row. I want border radius of, let's say, 10 pixel. That is cool. Now let's design this skill card icon. I just want to give it a width of, let's say, 40 pixel and a height of 40 pixel. So let's see what we have right now. Okay, that is cool. So we are getting the design, but why this extra height? So from where the extra height is coming? Anyway, yes, I need a space between these first of all, then let's see what is happening there. So in the skill card body, dot skill card body, margin left of 15 pixel. Okay, and then this skill card title, I don't need to do anything, and skill card content, skill card title is already A6, and skill card content, I need to give it a margin 0 because this is a paragraph and it has a default margin. So margin 0, to give it a font size of 0.6, let's say 0.9 rem, and just give it a color of 6E7E91. So now let's look at the design. Just inspect it why this is happening. Let me see. I need a key props and I'll talk about this later. And why this is happening here. So if I go to this right here and container, oh, first of all I am giving a padding top 50 pixel, and then I guess I have the row of this row. That's okay. Look at this, guys. This happens when you manipulate the bootstrap class. Remember we have also used the row in app. So what I will do, I will go to app.js and make this container. First of all, I'll give it a additional class which is container custom. I'll just make it app container, container, and then for the row also give it a app row. Okay, so now if you go to container, just change this container to app container and row to app row. Now let's see. Okay, so now let's create some additional data. So let's say about 6 skills. What I will do, I will just copy here. I will just copy one skill and just comma copy. Okay, let's see in the browser. Look at this. This is the advantage of React component. So I can still improve the design. Yes, of course I can still improve the design, but stretching it out. I mean, again, if you go to inspect tool and just inspect how much margin you want, you can definitely check it from here. And let's say you go to this about right here, and you want, let's say, margin 0 from top and bottom, and let's say 30 pixel, 35 pixel. Okay, it will work. Let's see. Look at this. This is much better. Okay, so find the about right here and give it a margin of minus 35 pixel. Yeah, it looks nice. I just give it more padding and top and bottom in this about container. I think it will look nice on 30 pixel top and bottom and 20 pixel and right. And now look at this. Yeah, it looks nice. If I give it a margin at this intro section, it will look better. And if I can change the height from 90 vertical height to 86 or something like that, it will look better. So let's do that. If I go to row here, if I change it to 86, and then here is about intro right here, let's give this here, let's give it a margin top and bottom of 10 pixel and 0 in each side, I mean left and right. And then in this about heading right here, let's give it a margin left of 10 pixel. And let's now look. Yeah, it looks better. So now what I will do, I will change this lorem ipsum data to some original data so that it looks more realistic. Okay, done. So I have imported 6 icons from the assets folder, and then I have changed the data here. Yeah, this, and change the corresponding icons, and then change the about intro right here. So now the last touch, what I want to do, I want to give the body a color, and I will go to index.css and I will go to body, and this body just give it a color of 354538. Now look at this, it looks nice. So yeah, that's all for this video, and in the next video I will be designing this resume component, and then I will be designing this projects component. So yeah, that's all. Bye.